Hey, LeBron, at this point, there's nobody in NBA history that knows how to prepare for a season. Vince Carter, literally the only one, right, that had year 22, and he was playing in a bit more of a limited role. How do you approach it? Is it the same way that you always do because it has worked like this, or has that changed a little bit, especially in an Olympic year, when you're able to accomplish that as well?
Well, I'm a little bit more advanced, in the Olympic year. So, like in '04 when I went into my second year, '08, 12, and now, 24. Just because I've been playing all summer, pretty much. So a little bit more advanced in everything. So excited about that. Excited about getting to work tomorrow, and should be fun. Should be fun. Really fun.
Yeah, LeBron, good to see you again. Good luck this year. What's your level of excitement and anticipation of playing with your son?
It's a lot of excitement. Just pure joy, to be honest, to be able to come to work every day. Put in the work, hard work with your son. Every day, and be able to see him continue to grow. We push each other. He pushed me, I push him. We push our teammates and vice versa. So, just a very joyous, moment for not only for myself but for our family. And starting here today with Media Day, we've been in a couple photo booths, did an interview over there with Spectrum. That was pretty cool. So it's pretty awesome. Gives you a lot of life. It gives you a lot of life, especially when you're around young guys. I had a lot of fun, this summer with Ant-Man and Tyrese Halliburton and some of the young guys on the team. And they give you a lot of energy, a lot of life. So to be able to be alongside him, he's 19 years old, be 20 soon in October, it just gives you some more life and the rest of the young guys on the team. So it's awesome.
Hey, LeBron. When we did this last year, it was coming off an off season where after you guys had been swept by Denver, you hinted at retirement. You were beat up pretty badly physically. How different is your energy level at this stage, and kind of what's also your big picture view for yourself? Is a part of you think maybe this could be the last season, or have you started to think about that legacy type stuff?
Well, I'm definitely not as beat up as I was last time. I feel damn good. I had a great summer. Body, was responded very well overseas, along with Team USA. So took care of that, and I kept that going. After even when we stopped playing, I kept it going. So I feel really good physically. Mentally, I feel really good, really sharp, very fresh. Looking forward to getting to work tomorrow. Have not thought about what the future holds. Kind of just living in the moment, especially with Bronny being here too. I don't want to take this moment for granted. I've always kind of never gave myself an opportunity to kind of just take in the moments. But this is a moment that I may enjoy a little bit more than just like my actual self. But I do feel good going into the season. Going into training camp tomorrow, I feel good. I feel more advanced, like I said, with the Olympic year.
Speaking of the Olympics, LeBron, one of the moments that you guys were able to accomplish over there in Paris, it seems like you've allowed yourself a bit this offseason to revel in it. The tattoo, the change in your avatar, reflecting on it. You've shared some photos from your guys' accomplishments over there. What did it mean for you, and did it add any fuel in the tank? Not that I'm suggesting it was waning, but it was like I got to feel that championship feeling, that gold medal feeling, and did it have any kind of impact on how much longer you could play in the NBA?
Well, I definitely got an opportunity to just enjoy the moment, enjoy what we were able to do, what we were able to accomplish. When you're along 11 other unbelievable, great talents, some of the best talent we've ever seen, it gives you a lot of joy to be able to play the game, play it at a high level, come to work every day, push each other, and for myself individually to go out there at my age, the miles that I have, and to be able to play at the level I played at. It gave me even more a sense of, I do have a lot in the tank, a lot, and I can help a big part of a team win the ultimate, and whatever, if it's gold or if it's a Larry O'Brien trophy or whatever the case may be, I could still get it done. So that was pretty cool, just from an individual standpoint, to know that you could be out there with the best players in the world and still be able to have a big part of it, not only on the floor but off the floor too. So that was dope.
LeBron, you're coming off a career year from your three-point percentage. JJ's talked about you taking more threes, playing off the ball a little bit more, stuff you've done in the past. But what have those conversations been like between you two in terms of like your role and maybe it shifting a little bit this season, if at all?
My role is whatever it takes for our team to win. I mean, listen, I can do whatever. I can literally do whatever on a basketball floor, so it's not hard to plug me into whatever that game, whatever that moment needs to entail, or so if it's me playing off the ball and JJ want me to shoot more threes, or if it's me playing on the ball and getting guys involved, I can literally do everything out on the basketball floor. So I think it worked well for our team.
LeBron, your relationship with JJ has evolved from competitor to podcast partner, now player coach. What have you learned in those evolutions, in those steps? And I guess specifically what have you learned, I know it's early stages, but just these past few months in that player-coach relationship about JJ specifically?
Well, we haven't got to work yet. We've had like our individual workouts and things of that nature, but we haven't actually had practice. But I know from being alongside of him and, having our pods and being a competitor, I know that he's detailed, super detailed when it comes to that. And I know our coaching staff is detailed from, going against them in the past and things of that nature. So that's what it's all about. I think, putting the work in and being detailed and us knowing exactly what we need to do when we go out on the floor, not only in game situation, but practice, shoot-arounds, film sessions, everything. That's something I know just because of my relationship previously before he became the head coach of the Lakers.
Hey, LeBron. I think when people talk about your length of career, they think about all the physical endurance you've had, but what's underrated is the mental hurdles of getting through the monotony of doing the same thing year after year after year. You mentioned Bronny giving you some additional life. What are some of the ways that you think playing with him and just sort of having that new idea and that new challenge and that new relationship on the team are going to help you deal with all of that stuff?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously it's the first time, so I don't know. But I think just in the sense of just seeing, him continue to grow as a basketball player, no matter if it's here up, with us or if it's, down with the G League team, and him continue to get better and better and better. I don't know what that even looks like. His job is to, put the work in, get better and better, just like the rest of us. And we want to hold him accountable. He's going to hold us accountable. And everybody, if we all do that, we'll all get better, because we're all one team, We're a reflection of the South Bay. South Bay is a reflection of us, So if we're all getting better and we're all preaching the same things, then it all works in everybody's favor. So, there's no substitution for hard work and continue to grow and stacking days. And I know he's going to do that because that's just what he's about.
Hey, Bron, good to see you. Ahead of this historic moment, you mentioned that you and Bronny discussed certain things, such as, he's not allowed to call you dad on the court. What other things have you guys discussed behind the scenes to make this milestone work? And in addition to that, we all know when you expressed that this dream started for you, but personally, when did you decide it was your dream to play with your son?
Well, I mean, we don't, to be honest, if you have kids, I'm at my age and his age, there's not really much interaction going on a day-to-day basis. I mean, he comes down, he eats, he goes to his room, plays a video game. I'm down there with my wife, we watching a movie, I stop in. So it's not much like, hey, meet me at the table at 5 o'clock, we need to discuss work tomorrow. No, that doesn't happen. But I mean, he's been in this rim of the game of basketball since he was born, obviously. I've played in the NBA longer than he's been alive. So, he understands the nuances of it as far as just being around the game, but now he's a man and it's time for him to learn and get better with that. So I guess I don't know if he's even coming up here, you can ask him the questions of how he feels about it. I know I'm super happy for him. Our family's super proud of him. And, that's pretty much it. I mean, if we get a couple opportunities out on the floor throughout the course of the season, obviously that's going to be amazing. It'd be awesome, we wait for that moment when it happens and then go from there.
You mentioned the joy, being in the moment. Was there something this offseason with the game of basketball that you were reintroduced to that you might have lost touch with?
that I lost touch with? No, I don't ever lose touch with with the game of basketball. But it felt damn good to play for. It felt great to play meaningful basketball, like literally play for the highest level. We had like 2 Game 7s back to back, one versus Serbia and then that last one versus France, where it was like oh shit, this is why those text messages went out. This is why those calls happened. That fire and desire was brought back to me. That I was like, okay, this is what it was all about. This is why we all came together and, called ourselves the Avengers. To have that feeling again, where you're playing like meaningful, real, every possession means something. If you make a mistake, it burns you. Things like that. That was good to relive that moment. Going against those 2 great teams.
Hey, LeBron, to flip it a little bit, actually quite a bit. I'm sure you saw the news about Dikembe Mutombo today, a player you competed against. Just any memories you have about interacting with him on the floor, and just kind of your reaction.
Yeah, first of all, my condolences goes to him, to his family. And obviously, anytime a loved one is, gone, then it's a lot on the family. So, my condolences and well wishes goes to his family. Also goes to the NBA community as well. He's such a as a big part of the NBA. When you're growing up and you think about like iconic moments in playoff history, you think about when they played the Supersonics and it was the 8th seed, and you just remember him getting that last rebound, those last blocks, and just holding that basketball on his back and in amazement. So. My fondest memory of Dikembe Mutombo, he fractured my face on my birthday in Cleveland with an elbow. I never even got an opportunity to tell him about that. But yeah, I don't remember how old I was in Cleveland my first stint, and I think I was turning 22 maybe. He was in Houston. You guys can do the research. Yep, he was in Houston, and I went to the hole and caught one of those Dikembe elbows. And if anybody know about the Dikembe elbows, they do not feel good. He fractured my face, and I went to the hospital that night, and I wore a mask for a little bit. Yeah, so that is my memory of Dikembe. I appreciate it.